You make up the staircase.
Riddles 30.
Exactly. Riddle 1.
What is in my pocket?
The 50 essential riddles every elementalist needs to know.
As you make your way up to the plateau here, you do suddenly see, and Rain is the first one to see, as he steps up, a curious creature before him. It looks like this, and it stands right in front of him as he comes up on the stair.
Oh my.
It is scorpion-like, made out of crystal, as it looks like, shimmering with the colors of the rainbow, and it sort of peers up towards him, almost looking like a curious puppy, almost looking at him.
Oh, can I keep it?
Rain will look to Rilinid quickly.
Rilinid will look to Alauneari.
Alauneari will cast Eagle's Splendor.
All right.
Sort of discreetly looking at it, contemplating if she can I channel that? I don't even know. Is that alive? It's moving. I mean, it's a rock thing.
Mm-hmm. The creature looks at Rae'nkalar, like again peering up to him, like taking small steps back and forth in front of him, like almost like taking a look from him from different sides.
Can I make it like a knowledge check?
Well, you can
Knowledge,
make
planes.
Yeah, planes in this case.
Gotta do a planes check.
Yeah, you have no idea what that is.
Alauneari certainly does not either.
Nope.
Rilinid will venture in Terran. Greetings.
And Eva looks at him with a disbelieving sort of demeanor.
What is it?
Trislin barging her way up takes a look at it, and she knows actually what that is. It's a chrismal. Chrismals are, well, a strange kind of outsider. They come from a plane far, far away. And they are expert at, digging and finding crystals to eat. That's how they reproduce.
Oh no.
They can take many forms. The most normal one is this like scorpion thing that stands before you. They are, to her mind, somewhat intelligent, and she seems to remember that they actually are rumored to have rather, striking psionic abilities, depending on what type of crystal they have been consuming. They're not really evil, and as long as you sort of leave them untouched or leave their crystals untouched, they generally ignore you. They can be bartered with. They usually don't really have much to trade, but they do like crystal. Any type of crystal or gemstone giving to them would probably entice them quite a bit.
Can they talk?
They have a basic form of psionic links to each other. She does not know actually if they can talk to outsiders, so to speak.
Well, she give the basic description of it to the others.
Alauneari will ask if... no, actually, never mind. She'll just look at this thing.
The thing at the sound of Terran sort of looks over to Rilinid. Sort of shifts a little.
Let's try a crack at it.
It lifts up a claw and sort of clacks with it in the air in front of him.
Alauneari casts Comprehend Languages.
Rilinid will say, yes, greet. The fuck to talk like a scorpion thing that he doesn't know, which is really scary if he doesn't know, and it's like.
Tristan will try in. Is it called Aklo or something? Yeah, Aklo.
Aklo is Fey language.
Aw, I was kind of hoping.
Yeah. It doesn't seem to respond to Aklo. It seems to sort of again peer towards Rilinid, towards the Terran sound it heard, and sort of lifts its little claws again, and seems to sort of hit them together in what seems to be like a strange pattern at first. But from the pattern and sort of the shimmering sound coming from this creature as it hits its claws together, sort of a little thing like ethereal voice almost comes from it. It is in Terran.
All right.
And it says basically greetings.
Rilinid will like, yeah, that worked. Of course that worked, and he'll respond back. Are you alone up here?
So,
Are you home alone, young?
The family grows. Good crystal here. Strong. Filled with energy.
what language does it speak?
Terran.
Oh,
It's
damn
dirt language.
dirt.
Language.
Yeah, that Rilinid will look behind the crystal to all of that crystal it's suggesting. How does it look, Jonas?
Well,
Is it alive?
you do notice that there has probably been a lot of crystals sort of around these walls. It seems to be a sort of dug out and scraped out most of it. There are like a few flecks here and there. The real sort of shimmering to Rilinid's eyes comes from this cave. Seems to be something down in the south there, where there is some activity to his mind. There seems to be actually a lot of activity coming from most of these entrances.
Rilinid will venture. How long has your family lived here among this bountiful crystal?
The weird and strange crystal creature seems to consider this, and then it says, I do not quite understand. We have been here long.
Were you here before the human wizard who made his home here?
No, we came after him.
Were you conjured by him?
It sort of clacks its claws and sort of points towards the rift.
Rilinid looks in understanding. And then says in Elven, this thing has an entire family that's currently eating whatever valuable crystal might be here.
Alauneari nods, frowning, sort of looking at it, trying to gauge how sort of sturdy it is. If you could sort of.
I mean, it's a creature made out of crystal. It doesn't really seem to have much, I mean, in the form of defense or anything.
Rilinid will say, still in Elven, like, Trislan, does this thing have, like, any weaknesses or anything that we can use to crush these things?
Could we invite them out to dinner and then give them some
Yeah, exactly. Poisoned crystals. Well, Trislan will know that they are immune to cold and fire. They are quite resistant to electricity. Their main ability is to basically bend reality around them to sort of hop around.
That's not terrifying.
No, not at
Things
all.
you don't want to know that enemies can do. Tear reality around them.
and hop around.
Yes.
Yes, the worst.
You also know that their strange hive-like like bond they have with each other make them virtually immune to any form of like mind control or anything mind affecting, really.
So no weaknesses.
Alauneari will ask Tristan if she thinks they would be. Basically, are they alive? Can I drain their life force?
They are not alive as such. They have a strange elemental energy fueling them, and their
They would
consciousness.
not be susceptible to negative energy damage.
Well, they're not really alive as such. I'm not actually sure whether the Chrismal.
Well, I'm pretty sure
I-
constructs can take it at least.
Right. Well, if a construct can take it, then they can take it.
It's just sort of corrupting, destroying
Yep.
thing.
Dark
Right, yeah.
crystals.
Right, because if not, then Alauneari would just leave.
Exactly.
But
Rilinid was also just, if that's the case, then we can, if they are not overtly hostile, we can leave them to their crystal devouring for another day, if you wish to have time to better prepare to face these things.
oh, very not. I think that would be a good idea.
So, Rilinid will then say in Terran, in that case, as this is the home of your family, we leave you to the devouring of your sustenance. May you grow and prosper.
It clicks its claws and says, "Goodbye, living things." Sort of scuttles about, looking, peering towards you curiously again, but then, disappearing into the darkness and the protection of the cavern.
So no, we can't keep it.
You want a pet?
See,
No, I don't.
So acid, huh?
You said they reproduce. Perhaps that was one of the Chrismal,
Young
yes.
or newly created.
Not perhaps understanding enough to realize we would mean it harm.
Alauneari smiles and says, if they have such a close bond, I'm sure others did understand.
Tomorrow. Yeah. I don't, Yeah, acid thing. I have the wand of acid arrow, so, I can at least be somewhat effective against them.
As long as I can channel them. I mean, that's basically what Alauneari does mostly, and then sort of support her allies, buffing them up, make you do stuff.
I don't know whether they might have any sort of damage reduction which would preclude, various types of damage.
They didn't seem to have any type of energy damage themselves that they deal.
Well, they have eerie psionic powers.
Yep, they have eerie sonic power, so if anything, it'd probably be, sonic, or just pure
Yeah.
mental fuck you.
I can't resist that.
You can't
Mental
resist
fuck
pure
you.
mental fuck you.
I could do
It
this.
also-
That's an energy
I mean,
damage type.
its pincers looked, rather sturdy too. It can probably pinch you pretty
No
badly.
acid or fire or whatnot.
Not that you know, no. You know that they are immune to cold and fire.
Could make them horribly afraid of water.
Zyn is just.
Probably not.
Oh my god, looking at it.
Horribly afraid of hot water. Can we just keep creating it?
Hydrophobia, that would be a mind-affecting thing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would
Yeah.
work. Again, maybe, I mean, how dangerous, how difficult do we think this fight is? Would it be worth it for me to spend a use of my silver dust to desecrate the place? Do you think?
I don't know how many there are.
No.
And if we are going to face the thing we saw or something much, much bigger.
Oh, much bigger, I assume.
Yeah.
It's gonna have like a big, like the warriors of the nest.
You know how many of them there might be will be fighting in terrain with which they're familiar if they can, burrow through crystal and shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Do I have anything that can... I think I have, isn't there a spell called Shatter or something like that?
There are spells which target crystalline creatures.
I might have something like that. Somewhere.
If you wanted shatter,
There we
level
go. Shatter. Sonic vibrations damaged crystalline creatures. Fortitude for half.
Honest, I don't think my character would be too comfortable attempting to reside in this elementalist area for for a spell. I mean, it would be out in the open with all of those pools of look at me, I am interesting, I will give you there's the elemental rift down there with overwhelming power. There's magma elementals who would never ever lie. There's an army of Chrismals down there.
If those water pools stop talking.
I mean, I guess if we're in a land of, like, boiling mud and lava and shit, this might technically be the safest place.
I actually think so. Because, I mean, where else were we going to go?
I mean, we could all attempt to curl up within the small
Yeah,
house.
yeah. Push the skeleton outside.
I mean, from what we know,
Put
these,
Gecko in front of the door, just sitting down
giant
there.
gecko, yeah.
from what we know, these guys aren't aggressive, so they shouldn't be a problem.
Nothing else, Well, the thing would be like preemptive strike tactic.
Yeah, that's
There's
what
like,
because
so these things are probably hostile. Let's just kill them all before they get to rest.
I mean, there are people who will still be awake, but, it's still cause for concern. Yeah, we can bundle up for security from the lightning storm inside the stone house. Won't be a comfortable fit, but, you can also take this little alcove here north of the house.
Yeah, Team Awake could sit there.
While the Christmas sneak around and chew through the wall and then devour everyone inside.
Damn creatures.
Or perhaps have the lizard, stationed right there. You
Oh,
keep watch.
this will certainly stand outside the door.
Oh,
That's-
actual staircase token, alright.
And Alauneari will not take the bed.
I am not sure if what is up and down
Here.
on it though.
It can be changed.
Yeah.
But I'll let,
Ankle it a little better.
You
well,
need to...
I don't know how, so I'll just give ownership to all.
Okay. Yeah, I can...
There you go.
There we go, I'll play with it. You need to change the facing from the shape
Square
from
to top
square
down.
to top down. There you go. Like that. And then it can be... Woo!
Woo! Look at that.
There we go, we have a
have-
staircase.
Beautifully stone shaped.
Well, I have a tendency to want the real thing.
Yeah.
You don't really want to think.
Oh!
Yeah.
Well, those two things that were made there was just not enough.
It's fine. I have plenty of staircase tokens myself. I just didn't want to throw down one.
These
Alright!
things are, of course, neutral, right, Trislan?
What?
They're neutrally aligned.
Are they?
Yes.
Alright, so that's useless.
The voice in my head said yes.
I mean,
Oh,
what
the
else
voice.
would-
Yes.
Isn't that voice just Sakari?
Maybe.
Oh, it's the beautiful song of all creation. I hear it all the time.
Hey, Rilinid,
Not the
Rilinid, are you
song.
trying to read now, Rilinid? Rilinid, hey, Rilinid, Rilinid! Hey, Rilinid! Hey, Rilinid! Hey, look at those notes,
Now,
Rilinid! Hey.
Tristan is gonna be quite quiet because of the whole episode. What the fuck? Anyway, with the whole episode with Alauneari.
It's been invisible around us.
Alauneari made Tristan extremely scared of water and violated her.
The best part is that I can see invisible shit, too. I know he's there. I fucking know.
I see you, Puka.
Actually, that is a great thing. Rotate from, starting to pull up the notes to just glower at the puka behind the funeral shroud and the mask.
He blinks and sort of smiles his bucktooth smile and waves.
I see you.
Well, isn't that special? Hi. Well, you're alive. That's good.
And
No more beer for him.
the actual emotion does come to the mask. What were you doing, Tassius?
Oh, just looking around.
Abandon us for candy and sweets, did you?
Oh no, Tassius would never do something like that. You're Tassius' friends. I'm, just curious, and I saw some shiny stone, and I thought maybe I should look at the stone, and it was so pretty.
Know that you will never enjoy such delicious alcohol again or treasures. After all, we are the first group to make it to you in so many years. How many more do you think there will be?
It'll probably take a while.
And they might not be as amenable. What if they were a group of dour dwarves who did not appreciate your jokes?
Yeah, he pouts. The dwarves are always so...
And
I don't know.
to
They wake up on the
steal
wrong side.
everything interesting from these caverns
It would be very boring, wouldn't it? Sort of looks.
and leave you with the blue ghost.
Oh, I don't like the blue ghost. He's mean.
And then threw you into the lake of boiling salt.
I don't like the lake.
Alauneari nods. That is what
Small
dwarves do.
devils live there, you know.
Small devils?
Oh yes.
Rilinid looks at Alauneari.
Alauneari will... I mean, that would be plains, right?
Could be.
See if she knows about what small devils will live in salt.
Yep, salt devils. I have an idea, but my character's like, huh?
Well, there are certainly small devil-like creatures that could live in such a place.
Such as...
A salt mephit.
Oh, there we go. Alauneari doesn't like devils. With all their bureaucracy and... whatnot.
Yeah, they're no fun at all. They, you know, the crystals are very pretty, but you know, once I took them, you know, they guard those diamonds quite jealously. If something is missing, it's probably them stealing it from you. He nods wisely.
Definitely not him.
I see. And Rilinid will slowly rotate back to the desk, now piled with all sorts of arcane esoteria. I feel like I've been here before with another character.
Tasius happily, you know, sits down on a shelf somewhere, eating, you know, whatever syrup or booze he still has. And so time passes.
Yes.
Yeah, you may take an extended rest.
Does anyone require shields of faith tomorrow?
I've got my own covered,
No,
and if we're going up buffed, I can already cast it again anyway.
Alright. And I will prepare that. I don't use too many first level spells.
Suppose, in addition to looking at the note before I go to sleep, since we weren't awake for that long, I'll also take a look at those two items. I'm throwing down some spellcraft.
Oh yeah.
Spellcraft! Take 10, yeah. It's got all the time in the world. Take
Joe
10.
Burn. Spellcrafted.
Yeah. One for the amulet and one for the ring.
Right. The ring is a ring of protection +3.
Ooh.
Discreetly slide off the ring of protection +2. Slide on the ring of protection +3.
The amulet is an amulet of natural armor +2.
Another useful thing.
That's pretty good. Wow.
There's also an assortment of like diamond dust and gemstones and other things littered about here.
Magical ingredients. Oh, gemstones. Ooh, interesting.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Tell me more. There is 300 gold in sapphire scattered about.
Which we will not feed to little crab things.
And 300 gold in diamond dust can be procured.
Diamond dust is always useful to have.
Yep.
I imagine he probably had those as in the magical ingredients thing for whatever spells or whatever he did here.
Yep. It also seems by like the pages, I assume, I think you said that Rilinid sort of gathers pages and stuff. Yeah. Among these, when Rilinid sort of slowly begins to try to piece them together and figure out what the hell is going on here, you do notice that some of the pages scattered about seems to actually be from his spell book. They are quite They're quite badly burned, however, almost as if the spellbook like exploded or something. But there are a few that are still intact. Magic Missile, Fire Shield, Chain Lightning, and Volcanic Storm.
Quite powerful stuff.
Yeah. All right.
Wait, chain lightning, isn't that like a level
Yeah, it's
7
like,
spell?
Yeah, it's a level 6 spell.
It's a big deal.
6, wow.
Yeah.
These were not scrolls, correct?
No,
No.
these are pages. of spell.
Yeah. Use magic item on these. Use magic-
Volcanic Storm, go!
Scroll mishap. Fuck.
Damn it!
Alauneari will try to take a look at the staff, although she doesn't really expect anything to come from it.
Yeah, it still exudes power.
27.
Well,
That's pretty good.
that's pretty good.
If it does have an overwhelming aura and identifying a properties of a magic item as 15 plus caster level, I still think that might be insufficient.
Yeah, that it is certainly insufficient. The Alauneari, she knows a thing or two about spells and how they work, but this is clearly beyond her comprehension.
More than 12. all right, yeah. There are certainly things you can do about that later. But not tonight, because tomorrow she has important stuff.
Indeed.
Sure, Rilinid wouldn't be too happy if all her spells were like to identify this thing when we had to fight these little scorpion things. No need wasting everybody's time.
I mean, we got like hundreds of years. If that's what you really want to do.
Well, it would be more sense to do it once everyone else doesn't have to sit there and wait a whole day for her.
Indeed.
All right.
Let's see here. Yeah, I don't think it's going to get much better than this. I'll be fine.
Make an intelligence check, Rilinid.
Since
Yeah.
that'll go bad. No, not intelligence. That's actually a 1.
Oh goodness. All right. Well, time goes. People are sleeping. Nothing really happens. You still hear like rumblings and cracklings and thunderous claps coming from the rift down south. But no new earthquake hits, and no crystals show up or anything else. The night passes.
Alright. Midnight prayer is done. Well, there you go to sleep.
Indeed. Yes, it is a new day, full of magic and mystery.
Yes, a good day to kill.
No more midnight card games.
Is it slumped over a desk,
Yeah,
falling asleep
another-
while looking at notes?
Did you fall asleep with your head on the desk?
Basically, like he's like draped over all the arcane esoteria on the desk, like the mask and the feudal shroud.
During the night, a snicker was heard from this side of the room.
A string of drool has like pooled on the table.
Somehow gotten through all the headgear.
Yep.
Wow, then he drools a lot.
I had a friend who did that during a role-playing session once. Fell asleep over the table, drooling on the table.
Yes, you made mention of that.
Yeah. That was great.
Good times.
Well, Tristan and Rain will have the after dark talks as they always do.
After dark in the Underdark.
Yeah.
Over
With
again.
dark. So,
With dark,
Ah,
yeah.
radio show.
yeah. After dark and the dark with dark. Featuring Crystalline.
And Cat Guy.
Good evening.
And Cat Cop.
Good evening, Azathir.
Yeah.
This is your favorite radio show.
This is Midnight Dark.
I am your presenter for tonight, Dark. And with me I have my special guest, Cat Cop.
Presenting another night of chills and thrills.
Oh my.
Your spectacle tonight is one drooling Rilinid.
Tonight's double
really-
feature is...
I really love that radio show in, what was it, Vampire Bloodlines. Those radio
Oh
shows.
yes.
Oh yeah.
That was fantastic stuff.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Good times. Anyway, the rest is over. It's time to gird your loins, if that's what you want to do.